Okay, so it is essential that any goal you are setting for yourself is relevant. It's relevant to a bigger goal, your career or a vision. All goals should have a wider mother goal they are related to. So let's say as a person, you want to I like using myself as an example because that's like the best example I can have. So you can also use yourself as an example because you should be able to translate what I'm trying to explain to you, to yourself now. So let's say I'm saying I want to take 2 courses next year. I want to take a course on learning graphic designing and video editing. So I have to ask myself, why do I want to learn graphic designing or video editing? Is it because my friend is a graphic designer or one of my friends is a video editor? So I'll just say, because the reason why I want to learn graphic designing and video editing is just because I have goals that are streamlined along those lines. I have a brand I'm starting next year that I'll need to be doing graphics, and I need to know how to do it myself to save me the expenses and the convenience of trying to get who that can design for me all around. Or why do I want to be a video editor? Is it because I want to be creating videos? I want to be sharing videos to people. I want to have videos I want to share as my content on my Instagram page, on my LinkedIn page, and on my Twitter page or my WhatsApp page. So it has to be like connected to be a wider goal. Let's say because I want to be in the future, in the next 10 years, what do you want to be? I want to be a biostatistician. So I have to be taking biostatistics courses online now because I'm presently taking environmental health science. I'm studying environmental health science in the University of Ibadan. So let's say I want to become a biostatistician. I have to take biostatistics courses, obviously, and learn data analysis. So those are things that are connected to what I want to achieve in the next 10 years or the next 5 years. So that's relevant to the bigger goal. If I start learning web development now, that means I'm jumping into what is not really my business, because what do I actually want to gain by learning web development? Is it because I want to develop a single website for myself? It's not really worth it. So instead of spending my time on learning web development, I'd rather get more resources and learn data analysis, or take more courses on biostatistics, or focus on the environmental science I'm studying right now to do well. So that's the relevancy of your goals. Time bound. It is not productive to set a very long deadline to achieve a simple task, and also not smart to set a short deadline for something complex and time consuming. Your goals need to be defined by a time, but time must be appropriate enough based on your speed and nature of the task. So basically, as a student, I know that I have exams coming in January. And I know that I can read 2 pages in 20 minutes. Okay, let me use a bigger one. I can finish reading one of my courses in 2 days, and I have 5 tests next week. So basically, I know that it takes a longer time to read 2 courses. So the best time to start reading is now. Not that I'll say, okay, I'll start reading, then by Saturday, I'll carry my book and I'll start reading 1 course. So by Monday, I won't have finished that course, and I also have another course to read. So it's not that I'll set a long time, because I know I can finish a particular course in 2 days. I will not set 3 days or 4 days to finish that course. If I can finish it in 2 days, why should I set 4 days to finish that course? Or if I can finish this course in a single day, I'm now setting 5 hours. I'm now setting 5 hours to read it. Let's say I have the test the next day by 8 a.m. and I start reading it by 5 a.m. the second morning. It's not a smart goal. It's not a smart goal setting or a smart time planning in that sense. It has to be like time bound, and you have to know your speed and the nature of what you want to do before you set the time to achieve your goals. When the time is too much for a small goal, it's not really productive. And when the time is too small for a very big goal, it's not also smart. So after your goal setting, after you set a specific goal, a measurable goal, an achievable goal, a relevant goal, and a time-bound goal, you need to do something maybe at regular intervals. Let's say every 2 days, every week. Let's say it's a yearly goal you set now. You can say, I'll be doing my review every month. You can even do it every week. It's possible to do it every week, but those stuff are not really, it depends on how good of a time manager you are. You can do it every week. You can do it every day. So let's move to the, after your goal setting, you need to do evaluation. It is very important to evaluate one's progress at regular predefined time. This will serve as a call to correction if one is lacking based on the time specified to achieve such goal. So if you want to become, let me use becoming now. If I want to take 10 courses next year, no, let me say 12 now. We have 12 months next year. And I divide it into doing one course per month. Or let's say I want to expand my business. I want to have 50 more, I want to have 10,000 followers on Instagram for my business account. So that means I have 12 months next year. Let me say I want to have 800 new followers every month. So at the end of the first month, you have to evaluate that. What's the progress I've achieved? Have I really gotten more followers? If you got just 500 followers, you know that, oh, I need to put more effort in the next month. I have to get like 1,100 followers. So you have to evaluate your goals regularly, because if you don't do evaluations, at the end of the first month, if you just get 500 followers, next month, your energy starts dropping. You get 300. Next month, you get 200. The fourth month, might not even just care about the followers again and you just do anything anyhow. But evaluating your goals gives you it reminds you freshly about what you really want to achieve, where you are standing on what you want to achieve, and what you need to do to get to where you want to get to. So if you, based on what you're evaluating, you need to correct yourself, change your approach towards reaching your goals. You know, I said that I wanted to learn data analysis this year. I wanted to start learning this year. But strike started. The pace I used to learn it within 8 months. If school was in session, it is impossible to learn it like that. I might just be on Excel now, or just Power BI, or Excel and Power BI. But I had 8 months of my time. So I had to change the way I set my goals, because I can't just let 8 months go away without, then I will not do the same. I'll have the same progress that I would have if school was in session. You know, it's not really productive enough. So anything can happen during the week. So you need to just have flexibility in switching your plans and readjusting some things. So time management and sub goals, managing your 24 hours, your 7 days a week, and 30 days a month, and breaking down your goals. Time management is the process of planning and exercising conscious control of time spent on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. Okay, so our meeting will end in 10 minutes, but we can join back with the same link. So general time management, this refers to the setting a general framework by which you want to spend your time every day. So this is, time management is very crucial to us achieving any of our goals. So basically, let me take it like this. This general time management is you setting a general framework by which you want to achieve your goals. Let's say, I know every day I'll have class by 8 to 6. So if I want to read a book, if I want to finish a book every day, that might not be realistic. I want to finish a book every week. And this book I want to finish has 200 pages. That's 200 pages. So we have, let me even take just 5 days of the week now to make calculation easier. So I have 40 pages to one day. And I know that I can finish 40 pages in 1 hour. So basically, I can decide to have a specific time before I go to class to read this book, if I want to stay consistent, or a specific time after I come back from class, or during, there are some times that you might not really have class. Maybe you have one class now, you have like 2 hours break before you have a next class. You can just read the book in between that particular time. So you need to just have a general framework by which you achieve your time. So if you wake up by 5 a.m. every day, let me say 6, wake up by 6 a.m. every day, and you sleep by 10 p.m. every day. That means you have, after you finish your class, you have just 4 hours. Before you go to your class, you have just 2 hours. So that means the extra time you have, apart from the time you spend on classes, is like 6 hours. So let's say from transporting to your class and moving back from your class, 1 hour will have gone. Getting food to eat, preparing your food, 1 hour has gone. So you have like 4 extra hours, because those are just miscellaneous time that you spend that you can't really account for. So we have like 4 extra hours every day. So you need to know that this is my extra 4 hours. What do I want to do with this extra 4 hours? Do I want to set this particular time for praying, for studying the Bible, for reading the book, for taking the course? So that's just like your general framework of spending your time. It's general because it is based on your daily scheduling of your time. Like I have to do these things every day. So you have to cut that particular time out of your time so that you know how to set the remaining part of your time. So I'll be explaining this using the POSEC analysis. So the first is an acronym for prioritizing, organizing, streamlining, and two others. Prioritizing is you need to set your responsibilities according to your time and goals. What are the urgent responsibilities and what are the important responsibilities? Know that every day you need to attend your classes. So that is urgent and is important. From 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, I have to attend my classes. So that particular time is fixed on my timetable, on my time management framework. So the only remaining time that I need to just find a way to switch it in is maybe within my classes or after my classes or before my classes. So you need to prioritize your goals. This is my academics. I have class 8 to 6 is fixed. I want to take a course. I want to read a book. I want to read 40 pages of this book every day, 1 hour. That's fixed. Write it somewhere. I want to read the Bible for 1 hour every day. Write it there, fixed. I want to pray for 1 hour every day. Write it there, fixed. So those you have to prioritize it based on the importance and the urgency. Second one is organizing. This might look very similar to prioritizing, but it is quite different. After you have classified your responsibilities based on their importance and urgency, you need to organize them on the sequence of regular execution for maximum success. So this is what I was saying. I said it's similar to prioritizing because after prioritizing them, I know that the top things in my priority is my academics. Next thing is the skill I'm learning, the online course I want to take. Next thing is the Bible I want to read. Next thing is the book I'm reading for the week. Next thing is the time I want to spend praying. So you have to know your priorities. After setting your priorities, now you go into organizing these your priorities. I have class 8 to 6 p.m. is fixed. So during my classes, I'll have breaks. Let me carry this book along to my class and read it in between those breaks. I want to study something. I want to study my Bible every day. Let me take it within 6 to 7 when I wake up, or let me say 7 to 8. So I want to pray every day. Let me take 6 to 6:30. Immediately I wake up. 6:30, I will enter the bedroom, have my bed, and come back and study my Bible. So that's like a particular framework we have for achieving your goals every day. I come back from class by 6 p.m., get something to eat, settle down 7 p.m. Then from 7 to 10 p.m., you have 3 hours there. What do you want to do? Do I want to read? I want to go through the things I did in my class today, 2 hours. The remaining 1 hour, I want to take an online course. So you already have the general framework for spending your time. So let's say you now have something that you can just extend your sleeping time to like 11 or to 12. So that's just like organizing your priorities. Streamlining. These are the tasks that you don't like, but you just have to do them. You have chores, you have fixed works. So this is what I was talking about the other time, that you will need to walk to class or carry cab. From that place, 20 minutes will have gone. You need, or 30 minutes, even 1 hour sometimes. So those are things that you can't really have a specific time for them, or even eating. Going to the cafe and eating, 30 minutes has gone, or preparing your food, 1 hour has gone. So those are things that they are not really things that are fixed, but they are things that are constant. Like you have to do them every time, but the time frame might not be fixed, but you know that you spend time on this thing every day. So you can just find a way to streamline them. Let's say I have to wash my clothes every day now, every week. I know that there's no time to wash these clothes. Do I have enough money? Let me give this clothes to the dry cleaner. So like you can actually delegate those stuff that you have to do them every time. Do I have enough money? I don't want to prepare food. Let me just order food online. I don't have the time to start preparing food or cooking anything now. Let me order my food online. So, or you can even this is not where elimination is, because you can actually eliminate it, but there are some things you cannot even eliminate. You can eliminate eating lunch. It's not really advisable, but some people don't eat lunch because there's no time. They just eat breakfast and eat dinner. So this is just something that is fixed, like walking to class, washing your plate, washing your clothes. But if you have other means, let's say I have enough money, I can actually delegate those responsibilities because I have to do other things. So economization, these are some tasks that you may classify them as is not urgent and it's not important. But I like doing this thing, and maybe they are necessary to keep me refreshed or something. So let me say social media or watching movies. I like watching movies. I watch movies almost maybe like 3 days every week. I watch movies. I spend time on social media. These are not things that they are not, you don't have to do them. It's not urgent. It's not important. I don't have to go online. I don't have to go on Twitter. I don't have to go on LinkedIn. I will not die. I don't have to watch a movie. I will not die. But what I can do is now economizing the time I spend on these things. If I spend 4 hours, 5 hours on social media every day, I know it's not productive enough. I can set a particular time that I go online to reply all my messages, to check Twitter, to check LinkedIn, let's say from 10 to 11 p.m. before I sleep. Normally, you can, yes, everybody uses WhatsApp, like you're almost online almost every time, but it's different from you just scrolling through and getting engrossed in that social media. You being online is a different thing entirely. I don't know if you get my point, but I'm just talking about you spending time on social media like 5 hours, 6 hours. No, you're not really productive enough. You don't have to be there. So you need to economize the time you spend on these things that are not even urgent and they're not important. But obviously, you like doing it and you're going to do it. So you just need to reduce the time you spend on it so that you have productive time left for other things. Contributing, this is the time you spend on contributing to your society to make a difference. These are just basic social obligations. If I'm in my faculty now, I can start to join my faculty press team, join my faculty publicity team, social team, in my hall, join the academic committee. Those are just social obligations that, yeah, might not be compulsory in that sense, but you just want to make a difference in your society. Society contest for a post in your department, go for the course rep. So you have duties of being your course rep, you have to submit assignments, speak with lecturers. So those are like contributions to the society. You have to factor all these in when you're planning your time, because if you are not careful enough, they will just eat up your time and you don't know. So we have less than 1 minute. Let's just okay, to log goes out. Let's just join back with the link, please. So next thing is sub-goal setting. Sub-goal setting is the process of breaking down your goals into periodic, executionary, and trackable units. So since you have a big goal, so you have to know the weekly goal, daily goal, or even hourly goal. So this is what I was explaining the other time by saying if you want to have 100 followers at the end of the week, you have to have like average, on the average, 7, is that 7? 100 divided by 7, that's like 10, over 10 followers every day. Over 10 followers every day. So you need to break down your goals, because you can't have the 100 followers in 1 minute or in 1 hour. So you need to have a plan for getting these followers. Let's say every day I have to message